Whenever you want.
Okay, what's up, guys? This is gonna be another short episode. We're gonna talk something different. Maybe you guys gonna like this. But we hit the halfway of QPL. We are halfway Quake Con, and I just wanted to analyze the discourse a little bit, like the whole leaderboard board of PGL. I think a lot of people doesn't check it, and
Hmm.
I've read the Twitch chat during this weekend, and some people were surprised, for example, that you are not the first on the leaderboard, that
Uh-huh.
Rapha is first.
Yeah.
And there is like a lot of little details, like as we can basically see, you can see like how many matches you played. For example, you played 8 total,
Yeah.
and Rapha played like 9 total, so he is like 1 match ahead of you. Like for example, I'm like in the middle of the stake, but I already played more matches. I played 9. I lost like already 5 of them. So I just wanted to go into Quake and try to analyze a little bit. Like, are you surprised by any case, like with this leaderboard so far, like compared to other years,
Biggest surprise has to be nosfa, right?
that
Five
he's
two.
so high in the
Yeah,
stake?
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
think last season he was like at this point 2-6 or something. So it's like a
Hmm.
huge revolution. Then
Hmm.
also maxter being 3-4. Not
True.
something I expected at
Especially
all.
being, especially making top 3 on
Yeah,
QuakeCon finals.
that's crazy right now.
Hmm.
And I think he will still make top 8 at the end, but it's really hard for him
Hmm.
right now. It's quite crazy.
I think about Maxter, he was changing his life a lot. So he was moving to EU.
Mm-hmm.
First, he moved to Denmark. Now he's living in Barcelona in Spain. So a lot of moving, a lot of changing work, and I think he's working quite hard lately together with his girlfriend. I
Yeah,
think
I
he
can imagine.
didn't invest too much time in Quake like lately. I basically see him playing like during weekends and
Yeah,
free time.
yeah,
So about nosfa, I think the game changed quite a lot. And as I told you, like from the very beginning, like since my match and since I've seen him play, like I really think there is like some issue with high pings. And
yeah.
I think like people struggled a lot against him, and I think people will keep struggling a lot against him. And I can't wait to see like how he's gonna do on QuakeCon, if he's also gonna bring like a great shape, and how the game's gonna look like on even ping.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we got a lot of issues online at the moment, so it's hard to predict. But yeah, nosfa definitely a surprise, and
And
Maxter, I thought he will be
negative
higher.
surprise will be also Chain right now. Top 6 at
Hmm.
QuakeCon, but 1-7 in the Pro League right
Yeah,
now. It's crazy. Like,
but it's similar story to previous season. He didn't really go.
that's true. That's true.
He didn't do too well during online season, and then he was grinding hard for the um,
For
uh,
the finals.
offline for the finals, and he did great on that tournament.
Then I also like, for example, Strongsage. You see number 15, right? But Strongsage
Yeah,
has 6 matches, so he
yeah,
has 2 less,
yeah.
or even 3 less compared to Rapha. And he played all the top players already. The only top
Yep.
player he's missing is, I think, Rapha. Because
Hmm.
he played me, played Raisy, he played Kilson, he played you,
Hmm.
he
Hmm.
played Dramis also, which is top 8 right now. So
Yeah.
he played
So
Zenaku.
yeah, even though he's 15th, he still can make it to top 8 if he starts winning his games now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you
Yeah.
can basically do everything from this point on. Like how many weeks more do we got? We are on week 11th at the
Uh,
moment.
week 10, I think. Next week is week
Week
10.
10,
Yeah.
and there is like 18 weeks
Yeah,
total
yeah.
as we checked.
And he's gonna play
So we
every
are
single
halfway
week
through.
now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and he also like I didn't understand that in the beginning because we as a players before the season starts we choose our bye weeks. So
Yeah.
we tell the organizer that for example on May 10th I got like wedding or whatever and I want to
Mm-hmm.
be out. So you choosing yourself like 3 bye weeks.
Yes.
And then you had Strongsage, who was grinding hard after QuakeCon when everybody was like, resting,
Chilling.
not really playing as much. And then he took extra 3 weeks, bye weeks in the very beginning to grind even more,
Mm-hmm.
which was mistake, I think. He should have used that time and play it actually against people who were not as prepared
Yeah, I
for
mean,
him.
the
I
early
don't know why
early in
he
the
did that.
season, it's like early in the season, players are lower shape, like worse shape for sure, because they don't play
Yeah,
for many months. So it's like the
yeah, yeah.
the later you go into the season, the stronger the player becomes. So I
Mhm.
don't know.
So I think that was his mistake. If I was him, I would try to play from the very beginning and abuse it. We got Zenaku, which is ninth, but he also played like only 7 matches, so he can be really high in the end of
Mm-hmm.
the season. Because like Raisy, for example, is 6-2, so he can be around like top 4, top 5 at the moment, like
Yeah.
Zenaku could be. We got Dramis 3 to 5 is a very similar performance to last season. He's doing not bad, and especially that he won maxter last week.
That was
So
huge for him,
yeah,
I would say,
I
for
didn't.
top 8.
I didn't expect that, and I'm not sure which place he got, but I think he was either top 8 or top 9, like last
Last year it was top
season.
9, I think. Behind Zenza, if I'm not wrong.
Mhm.
And then you have also Sirius. First
Yeah,
season, and he's 5-2 right now, so...
Yep. I'm not sure how many more like who he's gonna play else like in this season, but I think he's
Sirius?
gonna still play. Yeah, he's gonna still play
Sirius has a lot
Kilson.
of players left. Kilson,
He's still
Rapha,
gonna play Raisy. He's
Raise
still gonna play
myself.
Rapha. He's still gonna play you.
Yeah, still a lot of
He's got a lot of top players.
tough
So
matches.
yeah, I'm curious how he's gonna do. And how do you think Sirius will? Do you think like Sirius now will be like huge threat on LAN? Like especially how he adapted with his game and how he developed. Because I listened to his interview a little bit after some of his matches like weeks ago, and he said that he tried a lot to transition himself to Jewel and like using his aim in Jewel, and we can clearly see that. And I think he's working
For
hard lately.
sure, like for sure, he's gonna be a threat. Just I wouldn't even say aim alone, because that would be like underrating him. I don't think he's only aim, because he's playing way smarter than a few months ago. The problem with him is like I still think he lacks a lot of champions in his pool, and I think in a best of 5 scenario that can bite you a lot. But other than that, he's obviously very good.
I think that the case with him is like enlarging the champion pool is kind of hard because of his playstyle. Because
True.
it seems like okay, he can play some kind of champion, but then he will lose on his aim basically, because his aim is not like something really combat wise. Like he gets in and hits everything. He kind of sets up,
Yeah,
waits for a shot, lines it up. Like he chooses situations where he wants to fight and stuff like this. So
yeah, true.
I think he can be limited with some champions, but in the end of the day, if it's best of 3, he always has a good chances to play like good heroes. And then we got matches like finals of big events, which are BO7, and then you
True.
legit get like huge hero pool. I think once I practiced BO7 with someone, and you basically gonna play like if you don't have huge champion pool, you need to win it within the first 3-4 maps. Otherwise, you kind of screw. Basically.
Absolutely. That's why I don't understand the people that are not practicing certain champions.
Mhm.
Like, for example, I see Raisy not playing Athena, for example. That's such a huge nerf for him, I would say. If he will learn Athena in best of 7, like, because he also
Yeah.
always makes final, right? It will
Yeah.
make such a difference for him to play her better, so...
Exactly. Is Raisy still on higher sense than he was before?
I think he's still on, like, 800 DPI, 2 cents, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
So similar to Rapha.
So yeah, so he kind of switched it just to be able to play scale, I think, right?
I think he did, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we got like a bottom part, which is like toxic chain psygib and Chron. Chron, obviously, I'm not gonna speak about it because like it's clear situation with him for me. But let's say Sib. There's nothing surprised here because he's still 1-7. So he like basically won only one match, and I think he won against Chron actually.
Chron 2-1, yeah.
But yeah, what is surprising in this case, I think that he kind of managed to take some maps of like top players. I didn't expect that. Like last week with the Kilson, that was kind of unexpected. What do you think? Kilson lost that map. It was Awoken, 2 squishes, basically next into Athena. Which server did they play? It was European or
No,
American
UNA,
one?
if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
I think Sib won every single like duel, basically. Like every single situation where you die or you live, he won every single encounter there, and it's like just when these situations happen, no matter how good you are as a player, like
every crucial situation goes your way. Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yep.
I think Gilson was a little bit annoyed because he stopped playing, right?
Yeah, I think he like said GG 6 minutes in.
Yeah.
Unusual from him, but
yeah. Also, I've seen like I think okay, I seen it on chat, like people whining about stopping like playing like earlier.
Yeah.
For example, even after my match with Raisy when it was CK and he wrote GG in like 8 minutes 45 seconds, Like, I don't understand it. Like, because we already understand that this match is over. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
impossible to come back. It was like 1 minute left. Like, what, he's gonna try to make like 5 frags? Of course, if I'm gonna play like an idiot, maybe he can do it. But like, obviously, I'm not gonna throw it. So
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think people need to understand that you are not missing out on content because this last minute is basically no content, because otherwise we will just keep running all over the map without even shooting ourselves. So it's
Yeah,
basically,
I think people
I
don't
think
understand sometimes.
players already know if the match is won or if it's lost, and it's like it's nothing you can change. I think that's actually a
True.
good thing, instead of like, um, fakely just jumping around and pretending that you are playing till the end when you already know. It's like same in practice. In practice games, sometimes you GG in a fifth minute because the rest 5 minutes are kind of wasted, because you already know that the match didn't really go someone's way,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole tempo is changing because the other guy starts to rush because he has nothing to lose. This guy is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
already won, and it's like you both of you not getting out anything
yeah,
of this match, so you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
just like go back to lobby or replay or anything like that.
It's not a big deal in my opinion. People just
Yeah,
overreact to it.
and Tox.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to touch him.
Yeah,
The oldest player in the stake, I think.
yeah,
Huge legend, but it's like it's not going his way at the moment, even though he's
yeah. He's
crazy.
struggling. Yeah.
What do you think he needs to change at the moment?
Uh,
Champions pool is not bad.
it really. It's just one change he has to do.
Yeah,
Timings. I think.
timings.
Really, cause every time I see him playing, he's like getting good positioning, but he's not going for the items.
Hmm.
So then he becomes in a situation where he has to do 400 damage to turn around
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fight. It's just so unnecessary,
Mhm.
really.
It also creates a lot of confusion for him, I think, where his opponent and what his opponent doing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know timings, if you know timings, you kind of expect your opponent to do some basic stuff,
Mhm.
and then 80% of the time it's gonna be like this, and 20% of the time just people gonna think outside the box somehow, and then you might be mistaken. But in Tox case, if he doesn't know timings, he 100% times does is not sure what his opponent is doing,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's his biggest issue right now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the aim, we cannot really say anything about it, right? So
Hmm. And what do you think about Rapha this season?
Rapha, Rapha is Rapha. I don't know what to tell. Like I
He's
think,
winning a lot.
yeah,
I didn't expect him to win as much with how he reacts to the game, and like that he also have difficulties with internet and
yeah.
performance and everything. But he still somehow keeps like winning games, and
I
he's
think
like,
experience is carrying him quite a lot lately. Like his experience and like his gameplay is like always the same, but it's always effective for him. So no
mhm,
matter what is his shape, if he's like planning ahead,
mhm.
I think we will see it this week though. Rafa Kilson. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think super interesting
Because
matchup.
for me it's really important. Because I think if Rafa wins it, there is no chance for me to get top one anymore. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Okay, as last, like, who do you think gonna top this leaderboard?
As I said 1 second ago, I think it's all about Hilson and Rafa. Because Hilson still has to play me, and I think
Mhm.
I have chances against him.
Yeah.
I already lost to Rafa, so it's like if Rafa wins it, he's gonna
Mhm.
take top one for sure.
Mhm.
No chance.
Obviously, Kilson is like 8-0, so everything is in his hands. Like
Yeah.
if he's gonna deliver, then he can keep this play. He was also going like last season, going top one, right,
Top
to the
last season.
finals.
Last season he was
He didn't.
14-1.
Yeah,
He
he didn't
dropped
lose a single
one map
match.
to you and one series to win. That's it. All season. Everything else
Yeah,
was 3-0.
Jesus,
If you think about it,
unbelievable.
it's insane. He
It's
3-0 the
crazy.
Rafa, he 3-0 the Raisy.
Hmm. Okay, this year we're gonna have Quake Con in USA.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious how many people gonna bootcamp or go to the NA earlier. Like we had people like practicing Java Cafe, which was closed. Now I heard that it's open. I'm
Yeah.
myself trying to get there and like get rid of the jet lag and stuff like this, and kind of practice there. You're going for a bootcamp to UK, right?
Yeah, I think I will be to the UK.
For like almost a week or something, like 4 or 5 days.
5-6 days should be, yeah. Yeah.
You think that's enough?
I think that's enough because I mean, like you don't need to play 10 days in a row, a day and
Mhm.
night, 24 hours. I think if you
Mhm.
just get used to low ping for 5 days, it's enough. And also, like,
Mhm.
if it's gonna be with Raisy, Zenaku, and Garpy, like, they are all good players, so it's gonna be, like, boosting
They
experience a
all in
lot.
the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, anyway, that's it, Marco. I just wanted to hear your little opinion about the leaderboard, like halfway through, and if there is any surprises for you guys, you can comment down below, like what you find surprising and who do you predict for like topping this bracket, and how do you see Quake on? Because like I'm myself like very excited for Quake on, and I can't think of like who's gonna play what and how and everything. Because on LAN everything changes. Sometimes like
True.
even champions changing. Like some champions work on LAN, they don't work on LAN. So I
Still
think this
bitter.
is also yeah. This is also like my lesson from last time. I think going into LAN you really need to sit down as soon as you can and practice and grind the game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you're gonna basically learn like a lot of new things like compared to what you played at
That's
home.
why top 8 is very important, I would say. Because you
Yeah,
literally get 1 day off.
yeah,
You have 1 day of playing. So practice
yeah.
only. So it's like
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Also, being like in this group stage, it's kind of like pushes you to this like tournament environment. You're already playing important matches. That might be also good. That's a good warm
Yeah,
up
I
as well.
think it's like
But you
pro
you
and
don't
con.
want to risk it.
I
Yeah,
mean, there is a chance that you drop out of the league. I don't think
yeah,
anyone will like it to be in that, like,
exactly,
uh,
exactly.
stuff.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for watching and keep in touch.
bye bye.
How